Hello people, already the second episode on the how to build a computer in Minecraft tutorial. Previous episode was the binary tutorial, and now let's work with real redstone. This is like a simulation of, how do you call it, like the power cables in real life. And yeah, it just works, so let's do it. This is the redstone tutorial. I made a little setup over here. First, what is redstone? Well, this right here on the ground is redstone, and I have a little lever here. I can flick it, and as you see, the redstone lights up. That means it's emitting power. So the power goes from the lever to the block, goes into this redstone, and it travels all the way to here, hop, into the lamp, and the lamp lights up. So pretty simple. Second, repeaters. Repeaters are an extra block. You can put them like there. And if we flick the lever, the power goes straight through. It goes from the lever that's on top of the block. It goes onto the redstone, into the repeater, and at the other side of the repeater, it comes out and it powers the lamp. You may be wondering what happens when we turn the repeater. If we now try to power, it stops, because a repeater can only take power from one side to the other. In real life, we call this a diode. We can place repeaters in all four directions. And they do also another thing. They give delay. They're not instant. If you look to the light real carefully, I will count down and flick the lever. 3, 2, 1. You probably didn't see that, but the repeater delayed the signal. So it comes in from the back, and then it stops. It waits for a little bit. To be exact, 1.0 seconds. So that's a tenth of a second. And then it comes out from this side. And what we can do is we can click on the repeater, and it will do this funny thing where this bar goes to the back, and if we click it another time, it will go to the front. Now it's set on 1 tick delay, and a tick is just 0.1 second. Now 2, 3, and 4. Now it waits 0.4 seconds before it gives an output, or it stops giving an output. Now you must really be able to see what's happening. I can even put another one right there for you to see. So the lever is going to go in 3, 2, 1 now. Now is the lamp on, so it waits a little bit. I'm probably going to give this world up for download when the tutorial is finished or something. But to be honest, I have no idea how to do that. So please tell me in the comments down below. Glowstone. Glowstone is this shiny block that emits light, but that doesn't really matter when we're talking about redstone. So we can let the redstone go up the glowstone and onto other blocks and go down afterwards. So let's do that. And it just works. It goes right here, up and down. And just to show you that it also works with other blocks, I can just put a block right maybe there or something. And you see it goes up and down. We can still let the power go through. So we can let the power go up blocks, and then we have glowstone. But this is a special property of glowstone. The power can only travel up, but not down. That's just something to know about glowstone. Alright, that's where the basic physics of redstone, and I didn't start my timer because I'm smart. Alright, so let's talk about logic gates. First, we're going to talk about one input and one output logic gates. There are only two of them. We have the true gate. We already saw that. That's just a line of redstone. And how does it work? It takes the input and it gives out as an output the exact same as the input is. And as we see, it works. And just saying, like, if a lever is up, it gives no power, and when it's down, it gives power. So you know. We can also do this a little bit like a harder way. We can set it up like this, where the power goes up here and down here, and if there maybe like this is off and we have a big calculator right here, and it's sending information back, it won't go past this point, and that's good. And the last way is as we showed with a repeater. Now the NOT gate, the false gate, or the inverter. You can choose how you want to call it. It takes the input and it takes the opposite of the input. So we only have ones and zeros because we are talking binary. Now the input is 0 because the lever is up and the output is 1. When we flick the lever, the output becomes off while the input is being 1. So that's an inverter. This uses a block with a torch. And how torches work, if they're getting power, or if the block where they're on is getting power, they will turn off and stop emitting a power. So that's where the one input and one output logic gates already making some serious progress. Another simple gate is the OR gate. So if one of the inputs is on or both, the output is on, as you can see. If I flick this one, the power goes through here to the lamp. If I flick this lever on and this one off, the power goes through here to the lamp. And if they're both on, the power comes from both to the lamp. So that's an OR gate, or this one, or this one, or both. You can also do this with a glowstone logic thing. It's really actually the same, but we're just making it in a way that if there's power from here, it can't go past the glowstone. Quick aerial view. Alright, next up we have an AND gate. An AND gate is used really a lot. So how does it work? If both inputs are off, the output is off. One input on, the output is still off. The other one, the output is still off. But both, the output is on. So how does this work? Both inputs go into a redstone torch. And as we saw earlier, right here, a redstone torch is an inverter or a NOT gate. So when we flick this lever, this torch turns off. When we flick this lever, this torch turns off. But this torch right here is always getting power from one of these torches. And to make this signal here go off, these two torches need to be off. So if we flick both levers, this goes off because it's getting power from this one. And this one goes off because it's getting power from here. This then turns off, allowing this torch to turn on and giving an output. The NOR gate. What we do with logic gates is we take a gate we already have, like the OR gate we saw right here. And what we do is we just put an N in front of it. And what does that N mean? It means not OR. So exactly the opposite as an OR gate. What did an OR gate again? Well, an OR gate is one input, the other input, or both. So what does this do? One input means off, the other one input means off, and both inputs needs off. Only if both inputs are off, the output is on. I will just show you. Now the output is on and the inputs are off. If we flick this lever here, the output goes off. If we flick the other lever, the output goes off. And if we flick them both, the output is also off. And how does this work? Well, there's getting a signal from here to up here with a torch. So we actually have an OR gate here. This is an OR gate. And this torch, the inverter, inverts the signal. I'm sure you will all get how this works. And here this is especially useful to use the glowstone trick, because what happens if we flick this lever? The power goes to up here, up here, up here, to this lever, and you may have something that is sensitive to an input from both sides, so you don't want that happening. So what we do? We put a glowstone, and if we now flick this lever, the input stops there. But it's exactly the same as before. Already the last gate for today, the NAND gate. So this is an AND gate with an N in front of it. So a not AND gate. An AND gate is only on when both inputs are on. This gate is only off when both inputs are on. So both inputs are off, the output is on. One input on, the output is on. And if switched around, so this one is on, this one is off, the output is still on. But if they're both on, the output is off. All of these gates are regularly used. How does this work? It's really simple. The power goes to this torch and this power goes to this torch. So if we flick this lever, it will turn this torch off. And if we flick this lever, it will turn this torch off. These torches are ORed together. So if we turn them both off, the output goes off. That was this tutorial for today. Hope you all have enjoyed. And I'll see you all later.